Welcome back to another episode of Play by Play presented by Win or Lose Sports. Visit us online at winorloseshow.com and on all social media at Win or Lose Show. This is the Monday morning reaction to Cowboys. So, week number 6, Cowboys versus the Lions. Coming off the win against the Steelers, Cowboys won the game 20-17. And, even that game, we didn't expect the Cowboys to win that game at all because we had so many missing pieces on defense, missing pieces on offense with Brandon Cooks not there. So this week against the Lions, we didn't expect much, but we did not expect us to lose. Actually, I picked the Cowboys to win this game because of how they played against the Steelers the previous week in week 5. So I'm expecting them to put forth some kind of a positive effort in winning this game against the Lions. Things that the Cowboys should have focused on. This is the notes that I had for week number 6 for the Cowboys that they should focus on. Run defense, contain the Lions' ground game, especially against their explosive running backs. The Lions ended up with 184 rushing yards total between their two backs and Jared Goff. The second thing was secondary play. Tighten up coverage to limit big plays from Detroit's playmakers like Amon-Ra St. Brown. That didn't happen. 47 points for the Lions, and Jared Goff ended up with 315 passing yards. He only threw the ball 18 times. 25 times and 18 completions, 3 touchdown passes. Montgomery had 12 carries for 80 yards. Gibbs had 12 carries for 63 yards. In the passing game, Williams had 76 yards, 3 receptions. St. Brown didn't have a great game, 4 receptions for 37 yards, but the key to the Cowboys losing is always run hard, run more, pass less. And every team knows that now. Every team knows that the weakness of the Cowboys is to run the ball down their throat. There's no way they can stop them because we don't have guys that can tackle on defense, especially with Kendricks out now, with Lawrence out, with Parsons out. I think Nealon is out. There was nobody on the defensive end that could make a big play and stop the run. Another adjustment that I thought the Cowboys would have for week 6 against the Lions was Dak needs to avoid early game turnovers to prevent the team from playing from behind. Now, if you look at the first drive, the Cowboys moved the ball downfield, easily moved the ball downfield. Ended up kicking a field goal because they couldn't complete the drive in the red zone. Lions get the ball back. They run the ball downfield. Of course, can't be stopped. Montgomery just running the ball downfield, and they score a touchdown. 7-3. Cowboys get the ball back on the second drive. Dak pushes the ball downfield with seamless effort. The Cowboys offense looked good. He throws the interception in the end zone on drive 2. And that right there is what killed the Cowboys against the Lions, is mistakes like that. The interception was, I don't know. He thought the receiver was going to a corner route and he got picked off. He didn't see the safety coming over the top or underneath and got picked off. So it's frustrating, as Cowboys fans all know, it's frustrating to watch a team that you think has the talent, because I said this last week, the Cowboys have the talent. They have the personnel. They're just not being used right. But I think the mistake is the personnel and the talent that they have don't know how to work together. Because when you put the ball in Dak's hands and he's not connecting with the receivers, there was a time he threw a pass. The receiver was open, wide open. He waited for 3 seconds to throw the ball. I don't know what he was looking at, but he waited to throw the ball 3 seconds after the receiver was open. But by then, the other underneath receiver was coming to run his route. And he brought a defender with him. And it ended up hitting somebody in the back. Like, that right there is telling that they're not on the same page. The Cowboys are not on the same page. And I don't know where the blame goes to. Does the blame go to coaching? Does the blame go to Dak not connecting with his receivers? Does the blame go to Jerry Jones, who celebrated his birthday yesterday? But does the blame go to Jerry Jones for not making sure this team is on the same page when he is the GM who drafts these players, who signs these players, who makes sure these players are happy with their contracts? But coaching Mike McCarthy is making sure these players are on the same page on the field. Offensively, that is the job of Mike McCarthy, who is the play caller, who is the head coach. Defensively, that's Mike Zimmer's job, to make sure that the players are on the same page on the field. And they don't look like they're on the same page offensively or defensively. Because when you look at the run game, it's like you have linebackers rushing in the backfield on a rushing play, on a run play, and they're overrunning the play. And there is no one in the linebacker position to play the spy game and wait until the rush comes to them so they can make the play. It's like everyone wants to make a big play, but not making the play at all. They're overplaying themselves. And that's like the Cowboys, that's their thing this year, is overplaying themselves. And you've seen it in the game against the Cleveland Browns where they won, the game against the Steelers where they won, where they are overplaying on defense and getting beat on easy plays. There are times when Overshown is in the backfield, Donovan Wilson does this a lot. He's in the backfield on the safety blitz, and he has the running back by his legs, but can't finish the tackle. And there's no one else to help him in the backfield. So Donovan Wilson is overplaying the play with no help, or they're getting beat and bludgeoned and ran over by a back who is not Derrick Henry. On the other side of the running game, we have Rico Adaldo, who averaged 5 yards a carry yesterday, 5 runs for 25 yards. Why are you only running this guy 5 times for 25 yards? You have to keep running the ball, Mike McCarthy, and stop running the ball on first down. When you run the ball on first down 70% of the time, 80% of the time, they're going to know what you're going to do on the first down. And I can predict this. We played a game last week called You Pick the Play with my family in the basement on the big screen, called You Make the Play. And every time there was a first down, the Cowboys on You Make the Play, the game that we played, everybody picked run because it was so predictable and everyone got that answer correct. If my family, who are not football aficionados, who are not watching football every game or every play like professionals do, can predict a Mike McCarthy offense, that means it's time to make a change in the offense. Establish the run early to control the clock and keep Detroit's offense off the field. Because if we control the clock and keep the opposing team off the field, that means they cannot score 47 points against us. You're throwing the ball with Dak Prescott, who is sometimes clueless out there. I don't know why he's clueless. He's been in this offense for 9 years, I believe. And well, he been on this team for 9 years. Mike McCarthy's offense is different from Kellen Moore's offense and Jason Garrett's offense. But it's time for something to change in the Cowboys offense. Utilizing weapons like spread the offense, spread the ball, not just CeeDee Lamb. You gotta get other people involved. When you Flournoy, I feel bad for the guy. He had a great catch. I think this was the third quarter. They were trying to make some kind of momentum in the third quarter. They were down big, I think 27-6 at halftime. You throw the ball to Flournoy, he has a great catch, runs downfield, and the Lions defense punched the ball out, fumble. And it's like, okay, the reason why this happens is because these guys are not used to getting the ball on key plays. So, and he shouldn't have fumbled the ball. He should have been more protective of the ball, but they're not getting the touches that they should get. So they're going to make these mistakes. But when Ferguson is wide open and you throw him the ball and it goes through his hands, there's something going on with the Cowboys, okay? Or when Dak is overthrowing a wide open receiver and it's an interception, something is going on with the Cowboys. And it's not just Dak. It's not just Dak and CeeDee Lamb's relationship. It's not a lack of the running game, because if you run the ball more than 5 times with the running back, he's going to get more than 25 yards if he's averaging 5 yards a carry. That's disappointing right there. You're not running the ball enough. You're going to keep throwing the ball with Dak Prescott when he's not having a great game. He threw the ball 33 times, only had 17 completions. That's less than league average, way less. 178 yards passing and 2 interceptions. And then Cooper Rush comes in the game and throws an interception. It's like there is no answer for that. Ezekiel Elliott, who we signed in the offseason, you ran the ball more with him, 8 rushes for 17 yards, less than 3 yards a carry, 2.13 yards a carry to be exact. And you're pushing Elliott down the throat of somebody who doesn't want him. I mean, he's getting stopped on every single play, every single run. And you're running with him on first down every time. And that's not a pretty sight. There has to be a change, a correction in the Cowboys offense. There has to be a change in the Cowboys run defense. There has to be someone smart on in the Cowboys organization to see what's going on and make the changes that need to be made for the Cowboys to be successful. And that success is not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen until someone is smart enough to say, hey, Jerry, we have to make a change. Hey, Jerry, we can't be successful running an organization like this. Jerry Jones says this was a humbling game. This was an embarrassing game. This is a sentiment and the feeling of every Cowboys fan in the nation. Embarrassing and humbling. I'm not one of those Cowboys fans to say we're going to the Super Bowl every year. This is our year. This is our time. I don't dwell on that because I'm about success and what can we do to make the team better. And signing Dak Prescott to a multi-year $260 million contract when he's not worth that is not making the team better. I mean, I commend him for getting his money and all the success that he wants to have in the world, but the Cowboys have to win football games. So we have a bye week this week, and next week we have a game, and it's going to be another tough opponent. So what the Cowboys need to do to be successful moving forward. We had the 49ers in week 8. So focus on no early mistakes, no interceptions. Concentrate on moving the ball downfield. Establish the run game. No matter how much you think it's not being a success, but run with Rico Dowdle. Don't run with Elliott. Dowdle is averaging a league average of 4 yards a carry or more. Find open receivers early. That means, Dak, if the receiver is not open, don't throw him the ball. There is no tight window that you can fit a ball through. Don't do that. We have to work around that, Dak. You have to find a better way of getting to your receivers. But in order for them to do that, we have to have better protection up front. That means Zach Martin, Tyler Smith, protect the quarterback. We have to protect the quarterback in the pocket. But Dak, if there's no protection there, if there's no receivers open, use your legs because you can do that. We've seen you do that before. Be more aggressive on defense. That means make the tackles when the tacklers are there. When they're running the ball, make the plays. Don't overrun the plays. Make the proper play and tackle the football player like you were taught in elementary or in junior high or in high school, whenever you started playing football. Figure out how to pace the offense. That means we don't have to throw the ball downfield every time when they're in the red zone and you're on second down. You throw the ball downfield instead of making the easy first down pass. You want to throw the ball in the end zone. That's what causes turnovers. That's what causes early turnovers because we do want to get an early lead in the game, but you can't make those mistakes by wanting to be successful. You have to make the right play and not try to make the hero play. I think Dak tries that a lot, is try to make the hero play when you don't have to make the hero play. Just make the right play. That means sometimes just you have to, make the short pass. Do that. So, this season does not look good. This season does not look like a successful season for the Cowboys, but there is time to turn it around. We still have defensive players who are out. So when those players come back, Mike Zimmer, establish what we have to do on defense to stop the run. We still haven't made any interceptions, but maybe 1 or 2 this year. So Deron Bland should be back week 8 against the 49ers. I know he has to have time to recover and adjust to on-field play. But I'm looking forward to what the Cowboys are going to do to make these adjustments and how they can turn around this season and be successful. So I want to thank everybody for watching this episode of Play by Play. Make sure you visit us online at winorloseshow.com, and we'll see you next time on Play by Play.